Hello everyone, I am back again with another Rakhi tutorial. So for this, I'm going to use the anchor cotton thread, which most of you will have lying around at home after you have done some embroidery. So you can absolutely use the leftovers and craft this beautiful design in less than 12 minutes. Literally 12 minutes. So I'm going to use two strands because I want the thread to be slightly thick. So I have chosen green and blue. You can do it in any combination you want. And the crochet hook that I am using is 1.40 mm. I'm going to link these products. So if you're unable to source it in the local stores, you can order it through the link I have tagged. So the first step would be to make the base. So I'm using two strands, so I'm going to pull two strands together like this. And you can make at least three rakhis using these four threads, skeins of threads. So first step, I am going to make a slip stitch holding both together. You can also work this using kamal kadai thread or cotton thread. I'm going to tag all possible products that you can use to work this Rakhi. So after we have the slip stitch, I'm going to do 15 chains. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Not more, not less, perfectly 15 chains. Next, you'll have to skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, and 3, and from the 4th stitch onwards, you will start working one single crochet into every chain. So that's one. Sorry, did I just say single crochet? I'm sorry. You'll have to work one double crochet in every chain until you reach the end. So just keep working double crochets. It's an extremely easy project. If your kids have just learned how to do the basic crochet stitches, then this video is for them. Just encourage them to do these small DIYs because that will definitely make them more creative. So just keep working double crochets until you reach the end. It's as simple as that. Absolutely beginner friendly tutorial. Share it with your friends. And this Rakhi, make sure you handcraft something for your brothers. Think we reached the end. This is my last double crochet in the last chain here. So this is how it should look at this stage. Nice and neat base. Next, we are going to work 3 chains and turn the work. Skip 1, 2. In the 3rd stitch, we will work 1 double crochet, 1 chain, and another double crochet in the same point. So what we just did is a V stitch. Next, again, we have placed 2 stitches here. I'm going to skip 1 and 2. In the 3rd stitch, I'm going to do another V stitch. So V stitch is nothing but 1 double crochet, 1 chain, and the second double crochet in the same point. So repeat again, skip 2. In the 3rd stitch, 1 double crochet, 1 chain, and the next double crochet in the same point. So we have 3 so far. Next, skip 1 and 2. in the last one we're going to have one double crochet, one chain, and the second double crochet all in the same space. Next, chain 3 like we did in the beginning, and in the same point I'm going to do a slip stitch. So chain 1 and trim this thread, leave a small piece and trim. So with that we have our base ready. This is the base. We will fix all these loose ends in the end. You can choose whichever side you want to be the right side, whichever one you want the wrong side. So I feel this one has a little bulge here, so I'm going to consider this as my right side. Next, to do the floral part, I'm going to use this blue color. This is the fun part basically. So I'm going to hold these two together and make a slip knot. Once I have the slip knot, I'm going into the one chain space. I'm not going into the chain, but I'm just going in between the two double crochets that we worked in the same point. First step is to fix this, fix the thread by doing a single crochet. Next, I'm going to do a chain 3 and 6 double crochets into the same space. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So once you have worked 6 double crochets like this, pull the loop, hold it, go back into the first double crochet that you worked like this, insert the needle, pull this through this loop. So that is what gives a tulip shape. Next I'm going to chain 3 and continue. In the next V stitch, whenever I say V stitch, I am working in between the two double crochets that we worked in the same point. So I'm just working in the space. So this is my second, three, so this is the fourth one, 5, 6. So after 6, again same drill, I'm going to pull the loop, hold it, go back into the first double crochet and pull these and work 3 chains. So I'm going to repeat the exact same thing 2 more times and we'll see how to weave the ends and add the thread. So after I work the last tulip here, I'm just going to make one chain and trim the thread, pull whatever is there on the hook, and we are done. Let's do this, or you can also use a yarn needle to do this part, whichever works best for you. Since I'm going to glue it, I think this is good enough. I'm going to trim this thread. So I'm going to weave these in the exact same way. I'll just show one more. So all I'm doing is going from the opposite direction in between the stitches. So when you insert the needle should not be seen like this. Okay. So if the needle is seen, it means the thread will also be seen. So this is how you should insert the needle, where it is not seen on the side. Once you have the needle beneath the stitches, you just have to pull this thread, and then trim the extra. So I'll do the same thing for the blue ones, and then we'll see how to add the thread. So this is how it looks after all the threads are trimmed. Now there are two options. One is straightforward thread, where we'll just take whichever color you want, either blue, green, whatever, and then place it like this and glue it. So this is one way. Or we can also work chain stitch, which I will do. I want to work chain stitch instead of doing the regular only thread. So I think we will do it in blue. Blue might look good. So yeah, let's see how to do that. So I'm going to just do a slip knot and keep doing the chains until we have the desired length. So I think I have enough length. I am just going to trim and pull whatever is there on the hook, and then holding these together, I'm just going to trim them both equal. Now is the fun part. This is the right side, this is the wrong side. So we are going to, like, this is the center, so center goes here. So this is how we are going to glue it. Again, using B6000. I'm also going to apply little glue here in the edge because I want everything to be neatly secured. So again, before you stick, let's make sure we have the center. So I'm just going to pinch it like this and match the center. So once I have the thread, I'm going to fold this like this. So you see how beautiful our tulip rakhi looks. You will definitely need some clips like this because what we worked is with the cotton thread, it will not stick immediately. So I generally use these to stick everything. If you do not have these clips, you can also use the cloth pins. I will try to link this in the product section as well. If at all you want the exact same thing, it comes in very handy for a lot of work, so you can just take a look. So here is the final look. I'm going to let it dry, and yeah, if you want, you can add some beads on either sides. I think in the last one as well, I said I don't want to add beads, and I ended up adding. So for this one, I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm not going to add any beads. So yeah, with that, we have reached the end of the video. Do let me know how you like this design, and If at all you want me to try something out in crochet, please share a image on my WhatsApp number, and I would be more than happy to post a tutorial. So I'm having a lot of things in my mind. Slowly, at least once or twice a week, I will be posting out more videos. So yeah, please hit that like button if you like what you're seeing, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more. Until then, take care. Bye bye.